Picture this. A rising power launches ambitious incentives to expand its manufacturing sector, especially electric vehicles, advanced batteries, and clean energy. As soon as some results of such incentives begin to surface, suddenly, the world's dominant player in those very sectors files complaints at the World Trade Organization. Not once, but multiple times. It raises the question, is this about fair trade enforcement or calculated sabotage? Welcome to the escalating trade war between China and India. Today, we discuss how Beijing is wielding the WTO as a weapon to stall India's manufacturing growth and safeguard its own near monopoly in green tech and EVs. In October 2025, China requested WTO consultations with India over the production-linked incentive schemes, which is a part of Modi's flagship, Make in India tool. These are performance-based rewards for scaling up production in 14 critical sectors. The focus here is on advanced chemistry cell batteries for energy storage, automobiles and auto components, and electric passenger cars. So what are China's allegations? That these incentives discriminate. They allegedly tie benefits to using domestic content, violating national treatment under GATT 1994 and banning import substitution subsidies under the SCM agreement. In plain terms, India is accused of favoring its own factories over Chinese imports. In December 2025, China fired another salvo, DS-644, consultations requested on India's measures for solar cells, solar modules, and IT goods. China claims that the tariffs are too high and localization requirements are discriminatory. Again, claims of violating GATT, SCM, and TRIMS agreements. Bilateral talks failed. India explained the schemes in detail, insisting full WTO compliance, but China wasn't satisfied. On January 27, 2026, at the Dispute Settlement Body meeting, China requested a panel. India blocked it, which is perfectly legal once under WTO rules. Then on February 24, 2026, China's second request gains automatic approval. A panel is established in DS-642. India, measures concerning trade in the automotive and renewable energy technology sectors. India's response? Officials declared, India will participate constructively and vigorously defend its measures. We remain confident the panel will find them consistent with WTO rules. Even the United States backed India at the DSB, calling China's move a distraction for Beijing's own non-market policies and massive excess capacity flooding global markets. It's clear that China is targeting India's entire green tech push, from solar hardware to batteries to EVs. But why now and why so aggressively? China controls over 80% of global solar module production, 70 to 80% of battery supply chains, and leads in EV exports. India's PLI schemes, worth trillions of rupees, are designed to build domestic alternatives. Success means diversification away from Chinese dominance, exactly what Beijing fears. Look at the irony. The U.S. Inflation Reduction Act faced Chinese WTO complaints over similar domestic content rules. Europe accuses China of subsidizing its EV and solar giants to death. Yet when India tries modest, targeted incentives to catch up, China cries foul. Global Times, China's state-linked voice, didn't hold back. In a February 25, 2026, piece titled Cooperation, Not Subsidies, Key to India's Manufacturing Goals, it lectured India. Protectionism leads to inefficiency. Manufacturing's GDP share supposedly fell to 14% in FY 2024-25. PLI underperformed. Open up, collaborate, learn from China's market opening and joint ventures. Translation: stay in your lane. Don't challenge our monopoly. Then, the double whammy. February 25, 2026, the U.S. slapped 126% preliminary countervailing duties on Indian solar imports, claiming unfair subsidies. Indian solar firms could be locked out of the American market. U.S. and China, geopolitical rivals, united against India's incentives in the span of 24 hours. Is this mere coincidence or converging interests in keeping India as a consumer? China's WTO barrage is a strategic play disguised as legal issues to slow India's leap from assembler to innovator. If successful, it protects Beijing's grip on the green revolution, the technologies defining the 21st century. Will the panel side with India validating developmental subsidies for emerging economies? Or will China win, forcing New Delhi to dilute its industrial policy? One thing is certain. This dispute will shape not just bilateral ties, but the future of global manufacturing and energy transition. What do you think? Is China defending fair trade or sabotaging a rival's rise? Tell us what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.